opening drive TD given up at home by the Pats since 2016. So the Niners up 7-0 early. Now it's Cam Newton time. Patriots down still 7. Steps up. Just makes a bad decision there. Throws an interception. He's thrown a pick in 4 straight games now. Niners would score a touchdown on the ensuing drive. They lead 16-3 after a missed extra point. And now, more Jimmy G. Wilson Jr. gets to the outside. He finds the end zone. 16-yard rushing touchdown. Niners lead 23-3 at half. This is getting ugly. In the third, 23-6. Niners in the red zone again. Where's the defense? San Francisco leads 30-6. However, Wilson was hurt on the play. He'd be carted off the field and did not return. But what's really going to stand out about this game was bad play from Cam Newton here. Pass goes off Julian Edelman's hand. It's picked by Jamar Taylor. Newton's 3rd interception of the day. He would end up getting pulled for the rest of the game. They'd go with Jarrett Stidham. And the Patriots end up losing this one 33-6 to the visiting Niners. New on SportsCenter, Bill Belichick reacts.
All right, well, we didn't do anything tonight really to be competitive. We were clearly out-coached, outplayed, just out everything. So we need to just keep working here and find a way to just do everything better. Just not performing at a good level at all right now in any area. So just across the board, we've just got to get back to work and keep working and find a way to play better than we played tonight and coach better than we coached tonight. So,
Bill, do you plan on having Cam Newton as your quarterback going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Just wanted to give Stid a little experience here.
Okay. If you thought it's been a while since the Patriots lost 3 consecutive games, you'd be right. Their last 3-game losing streak came in 2002. That's the year after winning the franchise's first Super Bowl. And according to the Elias Sports Bureau, their 286 games played between 3-game losing streaks is the longest by any team in NFL history. Which is why you're not going to see a lot of sad NFL fans feeling bad for what they saw from the Patriots today. Not even you, Rob Ninkovich, as he joins us, former Patriot, along with Tim Hasselbeck. I want to start with you. Cam Newton, 4 of his last 5 games, Rob. Okay, let me read the stat line for you. He's thrown for less than 165 yards. He has 2 passing touchdowns to 7 interceptions. What did you see from Cam Newton today?
I saw a lack of confidence in his throws, his ability in the pocket to scramble and buy time, so to speak, is what he does best. And I just didn't see the confidence there with him in the pocket. And you look at some of these turnovers, just kind of forcing things, maybe not trusting his receiving core on where he's throwing the football. I don't know what he was doing with this here. So, at the end of the day, games are won and lost with turnovers. And when you turn the ball over as many times as the Patriots have in the last 3 games, you can't win. And that is losing football. So if they're going to try and correct things here and right the ship, they have to limit these plays here. And when you see these plays, the ball being volleyballed up in the air, it's pretty easy for the defense to come up with these interceptions. The ball's right there. There's really not any contesting there. So I think for them to get back on the winning track of things, they have to take care of the football. That's vital.
Tim, we just heard Bill Belichick say that Cam Newton is still his quarterback. He just wanted to get Stidham some reps. Do you think that it's too soon to say that the Cam Newton experiment has failed?
I do think it's too soon, but Al, I was kind of shocked to hear that sound. That is maybe the most direct we have ever heard Bill Belichick address a position when asked, about if a guy's going to be the starter going forward. I mean, it doesn't matter the player. It usually is like, hey, we're going to evaluate everything and put our best players on the field, and that to me was maybe, a bit of an admission that, look, he maybe has a quarterback kind of issue on his hands, but being out in front of it and saying, look, he's our quarterback going forward, absolutely, will hopefully keep that at bay while you try to figure out if he is the guy. The numbers you read are really bad, and you can have a young player put up numbers like that. When you sign an older, injured, a previously injured player, and you're trying to kind of get the most out of him late in his career, you're not looking for that type of production. Rob is right. He doesn't look right in the passing game. And if he continues to turn the football over, there's no sense keeping him as your starting quarterback.
It's funny, too, because sort of coming into the game, it was really Jimmy Garoppolo, right, that was fighting for his life. He had been benched before. He has a really solid effort, and meanwhile, we see Cam Newton get benched. I think we're contractually obligated that if we talk about the Patriots, we have to talk about Tom Brady. And the Falcons losing by scoring a touchdown. How about that? Plus, Killer Cam, not so much. But we're going to start with a battle of the unbeatens. The early games highlighted by that 8th matchup between 5-0 teams in NFL history. That, of course, is the Steelers and the Titans in Nashville. Few fans in the crowd. Second quarter, this was firmly Steelers to start. They're already up by 10 and then widen the gap when Big Ben finds Deontay Johnson. A career-high 2 receiving touchdowns for Johnson. Steelers up 24-7. Fourth we go because the Titans would fight their way back, largely because Derrick Henry got going. There's no stopping him if he's going to jump over all of your heads. Good luck there. Get out of the way. Titans trim the lead to within 3, ensuing Steelers possession. 3rd and 12 inside the red zone. Just don't throw an intercept. He could have just kicked a field goal. He lost that pass to Roethlisberger, and Amani Hooker's right there. Juju Smith-Schuster with an opportunity, but the tip right there to Hooker. So the Titans take over possession. We pick it up with a minute remaining. 3rd and 12 for the Titans near midfield. Ryan Tannehill to A.J. Brown. Now they're in field goal range. So in comes Stephen Gostkowski. It had been a bumpy start for Gostkowski in the season, but he settled in. 46-yarder, 19 seconds left. Can he tie it? Oh, man, watch for the hook. He can't believe it. He's just wide. Big Ben can't believe it. Because, again, they had a nice 20-point lead until the Titans staged a comeback but couldn't finish it out. Juju Smith-Schuster, big day for him, 9 receptions and 85 yards, and the Steelers win. And not only that, he gets a chance to chat with Diana Rossini postgame.
Where the fight, Juju? Oh, where the fight? Where the fight? Byron! Where the fight?
All right, guys, I'm here with wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju, your coach just came over and said, what a fight for you guys. What does this feel like to get this win and stay undefeated?
Oh, man, it's unbelievable. You know, we talked about it all week, 5-star matchup. Coming in here, we knew the Titans were going to be a tough game. We stopped the run game. Defense did their job. And we put points on offense, so I can't complain, man. It's a blessing.
Your quarterback out there, he's a magician, doing things that he was doing 15 years ago as a quarterback there. From your perspective, what do you see from Ben right now?
Ben's being Ben, you know. This is the old Ben. This is, Super Bowl Ben. That's what I call him. Making plays, doing what he does, and makes our job easier.
Juju, for you on offense, personally, specifically to your role, there's so many different pass catchers now involved. Your role's changed a bit. For you personally, how do you feel you're performing at this point in the season?
I think I'm doing well. I can't complain. We're 6-0, so at the end of the day, if we're up, we're winning. It's all about the team win.
You're the best team in the division?
Yes, of course.
AFC?
Yeah, see Baltimore next week.
There you go. You are the best team in the division. Also off to the best start. Second best start, rather, to a season in franchise history. At the height of the Steel Curtain teams, the 78 Steelers started 7-0 en route to a 14-2 record and a Super Bowl title. It ended up being the team's third of what would become 4 Super Bowls and a 6-season span. I mentioned them being atop the division. Let's stay there in the AFC North. Battle of Ohio between the Browns and the Bengals, also known as Joe Burrow, taking on Baker Mayfield. 8:51 left in the fourth. Bengals from the Browns 16. Joe Burrow to T. Higgins. He breaks a few tackles, because why not? And the Bengals are up by a field goal, under 8 to go. Because this started about as bad as it could for Baker Mayfield. More on that in a minute. But here, he gives it to Jarvis Landry, who throws to Donovan Peoples-Jones for the 19-yarder. A few plays later, Baker Mayfield to Kareem Hunt to finish the drive with a score. So the Browns are back up, 31-27. Just over 2 minutes left. 3rd and 11 for the Bengals. The draw for Burrow. Okay, Joey B's got some skates. He gets the first down. Just over a minute left. 4th and inches for the Bengals. Burrow, in a history-making performance, takes the handoff and finds Giovanni Bernard. So they're up 34-31, up by a field goal. 40 seconds to play because the Browns still have plenty of opportunity here just shy of midfield. You just can't give up big chunks if you're the Bengals. And, well, that would qualify as a big chunk. A 30-yard gain there for Higgins. 16 seconds to go. Mayfield to Peoples-Jones, and this time a huge chunk and a significant one because it was in the end zone. Look at that catch. by Peoples-Jones. Keeps his feet in for the score. There were 5 go-ahead touchdowns in the fourth quarter of this game for the first time in NFL history. But the Browns come back to win. Kevin Stefanski, proud of his effort.
Great win for the team. It's important to build off these type of wins. It's important that we make sure that we're continuing to do the things that help you win in this league. And I think we had a lot of examples of us doing that. And then you're going to have to go win the game in a 2-minute drive. That's what happens in this NFL. That's what good teams do. To see the way the quarterback responded in this game, early, we weren't doing anything. The plays weren't very good. We couldn't get a completion. Then he rips off 20 straight. So I could not be more impressed with how he played, including that last throw there.
This game's going to give this offense confidence to realize that we can believe and trust in everybody, and we always have a chance if we believe in that. I think, it was the most important game to date because it was the next one. And so right now we're going to enjoy it. We're 5-2, and we have a great opponent coming into our house for the bye week next week.
Football is about letters, not numbers, W and L. You took an L today.
So you heard Stefanski sort of mentioning, and myself as well, how bad it started out for Baker. It started out really bad, like historic bad. He had no completions in the first quarter. It was the worst completion percentage rate in 30 years for the Browns at that position, but Mayfield went 22 of 23 after that, including a franchise record 21 straight at one point. How it started versus how it finished. He's the only Browns quarterback in the last 30 seasons with 3 fourth-quarter passing touchdowns in a game. So much more ahead from the NFL. It went from bad to worse on Sunday for the Dallas Cowboys.